Yo, what up YouTube? Welcome back to another How to Get Better Gibraltar video. Now in this video, I'll be pretty much explaining how to fight multiple people at the same time in the bubble. Now, this can be extremely difficult for a lot. The best way to practice this, no-field duos. No-field duos is huge just to practice because there's no punishment dying in pubs. So just throw your bubble at a team, try to fight them, and you start to learn your positioning. And that's pretty much what I'll be going over in this video is positioning. If you guys are not familiar with how I do these videos, is I show the full clip. And then the next thing, I go over that same clip and just break it down fully. So there'll be 5 total clips I'll be breaking down, and hopefully they help out. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Sir, you're gonna get absolute shit on. I just want you to know that right here, right now, Chief.
Can I go out from the other side? Oh, enemy shield cracked. Wow.
Alright, pretty much, that was a banger if you guys saw. Now to break it down, throw the bubble forward just so I know I can push forward freely without getting shot. As soon as he jumps past me, I know I have to go inside. Even though the Pathfinder is right there, I have to get inside before he starts shooting me. And then you see, as soon as I start fighting him and I get shot a little bit in the butt, I just make sure I'm on the outside of the bubble at all times fighting the Octane. As you guys see, I'm on the outside and I start to see the Pathfinder right here. So you always have to be aware of where they're at and position yourself correctly. So right here, I'm still fighting Octane. I see the Pathfinder coming. I immediately go inside as fast as I possibly can to avoid the shot from the Pathfinder because I was staying outside the entire time. So he thought he'd get a quick shot at me outside, and that's why I quickly go in and then right back out. Because again, I could care less about the Pathfinder. I want to focus on the Octane. So again, I finished the Octane, and now I can finally focus the Pathfinder and simply do a 1v1 in the bubble. Even though I have less health, it's still free if you're familiar with the bubble. And I just hit the crispiest of car shots. Probably the crispiest I've ever hit with the car, honestly. This clip is similar to the first one. Now, it's all about knowing your legends. So in this clip, as you guys see, it's a Bangalore Octane. And just like in the previous video of the Octane, he fully aped me. This is what this Bangalore's doing. So I know I can get a free shot inside really quick and I hit it for 52. See, I hit it for 52 because I know how aggressive she's going to play. I know she wants to go on this side of the bubble. I immediately pop in, blast her really quick, and now I can focus this 1v. And as you guys can see, this entire time, this Octane's just shooting an L-star on my left side. So I don't want to go fully in the bubble because he's going to beat me. So I just want to stay on this outside the entire time, having this fair 1v until he finally comes across or until I finally knock the Bangalore. I luckily knocked the Bangalore and then I immediately focus the Octane afterwards. I hit him for 88. I wait a little bit, hit him for 77. So guns like the L-star, any LMGs, any big weapons that have a lot of ammo, just stand there and wait. I stood there and wait. There's nothing he could do, and he's had to eventually just back out and leave. So I focused. I'm hitting for 88. I stood there, waited, hit him for 77, and he had to run away. So simple as that. Just waiting people out. After you finish the first guy, you can kind of relax. After you in 1v2 situations, it's kind of stressful because you're dealing with multiple people. So you knock that first guy, you have a little time to relax, and as long as your bubble's still up, you definitely should be relaxed.
They're all pushing through. Doing this behind you. Nice, good win.
Don't worry, you're gonna be okay, bro.
Alright, as you guys just watched, turned a 2v3 situation and made it a 1v1 and a 1v2. And as the Gibby, that's the perfect situation you always want is when you can take that 1v2. So right here, I immediately throw my bubble because I want my own timing. I know his bubble was already down first, so I know the timing of my own bubble and when that's going to go away. So I know when his goes away, I can always play mine. So I immediately go forward. I cut off the Gibby to make sure I take focus. I hit him once. I hear the guy on the zip line coming through, and I immediately take a quick peek. So as you guys just saw, I immediately, right here, I just go ahead and turn, do a quick peek, and see exactly where the Bloodhound is. Because I heard him come down the zip. I know he's going to be aping into me, but I need to know exactly where I need to be in position-wise. So as you guys see, I was fighting the Gibby. I was just taking quick peeks from my bubble. I was just going in and out. And as soon as I saw him enter my bubble, I immediately jump over on this side. So I have this little bit of shield protecting me and this little shield protecting me when I go over here. So I immediately go over on this side, hit the Gibby, and immediately take over the Gibby's position so I could focus on the Bloodhound. Now, what I did right here is I mispredicted. I thought he was going to be on this side of the bubble where I was previously. But it was just an easy recovery because I know exactly where he's going to be. Bubble goes away, and he just carelessly walks out of the bubble, so you can easily time it correctly. And a lot of what bubble fighting is you can easily tell when someone really doesn't know the bubble because you can just see their fluid motion going out, and you can easily time your shot. So that's what I did. Just put him down, and we turned 2v3 into 1v1, 1v2, and it was a perfect situation. And honestly, right there, it's just all about having that perfect position and knowing where the other guy is, so you can keep moving around and making sure they can't do nothing, and so you can have that fair 1v until you can turn around after you've knocked the first guy.
Sounds low. Yeah. Dude, why is that kid so split? What the hell?
Bloodhound down.
Happy in the bubble.
Pathy almost dead. No, it's okay.
Shit.
Alright, as in the previous video, of course, this one is another situation where you take a 2v3 and a 1v1 and a 1v2. So my teammate is handling currently the Gibby. I threw the ult on the Gibby, so I also got the stun, which I get an assist because you guys can see it's ranked. But first to start it off is I hear the Pathfinder grapple. So if you guys watched in the other video, if you just heard this right there, you can hear the Pathfinder grappling to me. Right there, you heard the Pathfinder grapple. So I immediately just want to focus the Bloodhound and get him down as quickly as possible. And I'm not going to stay on the outside, even though I know the Pathfinder's coming inside. I know I have enough time to go in and out just because of the grapple sound and how far away he is. So I go in and out. And I immediately come on the outside as soon as I knock the Bloodhound because I know the Pathfinder is going to be there as quick as possible. So I made sure I took as less damage as possible fighting the Bloodhound. I did so, and I immediately just turn around. Now I can fight the Bloodhound. Or not the Bloodhound, the Pathfinder. I'm a bot lord. 10 for 88. And a lot of what bubble fighting is, you're going to miss a lot. If you want to do really quick peeks so you don't take a lot of damage, you want to make sure you're doing, you know, quick shots as possible, even though you miss. Bubble goes away. We put him down. And again, it's taking those 2v3 situations, and you being the Gibby, you should always be main focused to take that 1v2, and you should always be able to handle that 1v2 or last long enough for your teammates to get there to help you out.
Just a
They're
minute.
healing outside the bubble. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Let's get it.
I'm hit. Need you some help.
He watched your tutorials.
Enemy shield.
Tell him you're dead. So toxic. Oh, he's gonna use my res. Put him back down.
30 seconds until close.
Oh, shit.
Dome shield out. Just 10 seconds.
Oh, what a beat!
Alright, in this video pretty much is me countering my own strat that I made popular, which is melee in the bubble. I perfected it. I've came out with multiple videos about it. And, you know, I countered it in this video in a 1v2. So pretty much I bubble forward because they thirsted my teammate. I was mad crispy about this fight. So again, when you melee, that's a really bright angle. As soon as you melee, if you melee carelessly, you're going to go way too far at the bubble. So if you go too far at the bubble, you're going to get punished. So he goes too far at the bubble, I crack him for 64, and I barely took damage because I only took his melee damage. And this entire time, I'm going to be avoiding his teammate the entire time. So I hit him for that. I jump over his teammate on the opposite side because his goal is to melee me while his teammate shoots me. And I'm going to avoid that the entire time. So I jump on the inside, melee him out of the bubble, hit him for 86 because he goes back inside. He melees me again, but I could care less about the melee because I just cracked him for an 86. So right there, I'm avoiding his teammate, just trying to get as many shots off as I possibly can. Again, avoiding his teammate. I'm going in and out. Even though he's point blank, I'm going in and out of the bubble, just avoiding him. So I hit him for 32. Hit him for 21, of course, to switch weapons. And now it's just about focusing his teammate. Hit his teammate for 53. His teammate's now low. Doesn't have a teammate now because he's knocked. And now it's all about me taking the bat. I'm going to finish this bat off. Could care less about that tactical. He finishes his goal knockdown. I put him down. And now it's all about pretty much stalling, waiting for my my bubble to come back. I really want my bubble to come back because I want to disrespect this guy as well. So I felt disrespected about the 1v2, getting meleeed in my own bubble. It just felt disrespectful. So again, I bubble forward, and now it's all about baiting. So I'm acting like I'm going to thirst his teammate but my PK is reloaded. I made sure my PK was fully reloaded and ready, and I stay on the left side avoiding him. So again, I'm avoiding him at all costs until he finally comes in the bubble, and I hit him off guard for a quick 99. So again, those quick pop shots, you know, that was all about the bait tactic, faking thirsting his teammate, and you know, that's exactly what I want to happen. Baited him, melee him out. Again, meleeing is so good in the bubble because you can melee him so far out. You can go back in, reset, and come back out, and pop him because your goal when you melee is to create some distance. And if they're fully out of coverage, you can hit them really hard and come back out and hit them again. And it's all about playing the bubble after that. So that was a good, solid last one to end it with. Again, meleeing the bubble is extremely fun. This was a quick way of pretty much how to counter that. And I countered that in a 1v2, which is pretty hard to do. So just learn this. If you're getting meleeed yourself, make sure you're timing it correctly. As soon as they melee, a lot of times they come fully out of the bubble, and that's when you can hit them for a lot more damage than what they did to you. And it's all about pretty much avoiding their teammates at all costs as well. So right there at one point, his teammate was literally, his head wasn't nothing but my camera view, but I was making sure I was going in and out of the bubble and trying to be on the opposite end of him at all times as I was focusing the Gibby. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully these tips kind of helped out in fighting multiple enemies. It's not really about your bubble positioning, like where you throw it. It somewhat is, but it's mostly about your positioning and where you're separating you from their teammate. You know, you want to focus on one guy at a time, or try to at least. That's the main goal. And you know, as soon as you drop that guy, now you have a 1v1. But your absolute goal is make sure you finish these fights the entire duration of your bubble. As soon as the bubble goes away, you have to have at least one person down, or you're not in a good situation. So again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment, you know, if this helped you out a lot. Leave a like and the yawns. And I highly appreciate it. And sorry for being so, you know, so tardy on these videos, but I'm excited to get crack-lacking on a lot of these tip videos, especially for the new season with Mad Maggie and stuff coming out, and just show that Gibraltar's still a threat no matter what. So peace out, much love, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.